What's up, everybody? It's Corey Corpodian. Welcome back to Unleash Success. It's been a little over a week since 2019 started, and a lot of you might have been struggling with some resolutions or some goals that you want. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about the 5 things you must do to turn your resolutions into reality and make 2019 your best year ever.
Welcome to the Unleash Success Podcast, where we break down the secrets of success to give you real tools and strategies that get real results. And now, here's your host, Corey Corpodian.
Welcome back to Unleash Success. If you haven't subscribed to our newsletter yet, just go to unleashsuccess.com, enter your email so you can get all the tools and strategies sent directly to you each and every week. All right, how to make 2019 your best year ever. Whether you set a resolution and lose some weight, go work out more, save some money, make some more money, or just enjoy life more, this episode is going to help you turn your resolutions into reality. You know, only 40% of Americans even set a resolution. So hopefully you've got some resolutions. If you don't, I encourage you to set some goals. You know, walk into 2019 with some intention. If you don't know what your goal is, if you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? Then you're left to the whims of the environment and what other people dictate. If you want control of your life, set a target. Now, how do we make sure that we stay on track for our resolutions? How do we turn resolutions into reality? Well, 80% of people out there right now will fail by February. How do we become part of the 20%? You know, by the end of the year, only 8% succeed. How do we become part of the 8% of people? Let's go into the 5 things that you should do in order to turn your resolutions into reality, starting with number 1, and that is to go all in. Most people set a resolution and they're not fully committed. And so they wonder why when they work out for 5 days in a row and then they miss the next week. They work really, really hard to make more money, and then after a month, they kind of lose steam, lose motivation because they're not fully committed. A lot of people will talk about you got to connect with the reason you want to do this, the why behind it. And I just say, you know what? Do it because you can. Do it because you said you were going to do it. What does your word mean to you? If you commit to something, are you going to follow through? So when you set a goal, tell some friends. Tell them you're going to do it. Tell yourself you're going to do it. Tell social media you're going to do it. And then follow through by going all in, by committing to doing this each day, every single day. And it's amazing what you can do when you put all of your energy into something. You know, people talk about they want to get healthier. So they go to the gym for 30 minutes a day, 4 days a week, and they wonder why nothing changes. And yet, all of a sudden, if they went to the gym 6 or 7 days a week and for 45 minutes to an hour, and then they also started, buying healthier foods and cooking at home and not eating out as much, their entire body changes. Their state of mind changes. They feel more energetic. They feel more alive. These are the things that can happen when you go all in. Entrepreneurs talk about the hustle, 24/7 grind. Why? Because when you put yourself committed, fully in, fully all in, life changes fast, and you got to do that if you want to create something great. So number 1 is go all in, and number 2 is prioritize your goals over distractions. Let's identify some easy distractions. Things like binge watching Netflix, scrolling through Instagram, checking other people's Facebook status, what's on your story, what's on my friend's story, watching cat videos on YouTube. I don't know, whatever it is for you. We got to take these distractions out because what they do is they keep us busy. They give us something to do, but they do not get us any closer towards our goals. Some easy ways to do that: log out of Netflix, log out of YouTube, delete your social media apps. Oh my God, holy shit. I know, scary as fuck in 2019 because we're so glued in to social media. But by limiting your access to these distractions, you create a physical barrier that stops you from doing it. Now, some harder distractions to identify are things that you really want, things that are also important to you, things that are important in your life, things like your friends and your family. These are one of the toughest distractions to identify and one of the toughest to say no to. But if you really want to accomplish your goals, remember, we got to go all in. So see if there's a way you can incorporate your friends and families into your goals so that way you're still spending time with them, but now you're also taking steps towards your goals. Now, I'm not saying if you only see your family once every 6 months that you should get rid of your family, but a lot of people who see their friends and family 3-4 times a week, going out every single weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and sometimes on Wednesday, these are obviously taking away from your time to accomplish your goals. This is me time. If you want 2019 to be your best year ever, you got to spend time on you. Now that brings me to number 3, which is put the work in. There is just no substitute for hard work. I am so tired of people complaining about what they don't have in their life and not fucking working for it. I'm so tired of people complaining that they wish they could do what some other person does. They wish they could travel the world. They wish they could have the best job. They wish they could work from home. They wish they had the boat, the car, whatever it is, the vacations, but they're not willing to work for it. It is such bullshit. And honestly, it just gives you something to do. If you complain a lot, there are studies that show that complaining actually rewires your brain to complain even more. And that creates a physical barrier in your mind that stops you from accomplishing your goals. So right now, stop complaining. If you find yourself complaining, stop yourself. And instead of complaining, take action. Whether it's writing down your goals, whether it's going to put in work, whether it's, staying up late, researching, learning, growing, networking, communicating with other people, building your business, whatever it is for you, put the work in, stop complaining. Okay, now number 4 is what happens when you actually put the work in, day out, for weeks or even months at a time. And this is where grit comes in. This is where emotional fitness comes in. This is where when you fail, what do? Do you get back up? This is how you've got to step up every single time. And really, it comes down to this. You got to push past the pain. When you're working on something day in and day out, you're going to hit obstacles, you're going to hit challenges, and you're going to hit failures. What do? Are you able to push past it? Are you able to keep going? Or do you stop? Are you one of the 8% of people that succeed? Or are you one of the 92% of people that fail? The choice is yours. You can give up when the going gets tough, or you can get fucking going. There is just no substitute for hard work, and really, nobody else cares that you're uncomfortable. Nobody cares that you're nervous or afraid or have anxiety. Nobody cares that you're failing miserably, but guess what? If you want to succeed, you have to care. You've got to be the one who says, you know what, no matter what happens, no matter how much pain I endure, I'm going to keep going because I know I have a vision. I have a goal. I said I was going to do it and I'm going to actually do it. I'm going to go all in. I'm not going to give up. This is 2019. This is the new year for me. This is my year. I own this year. Are you going to have that attitude? Are you going to keep pushing even though it gets tougher? Because it's going to. It's going to get tougher each and every day, and it's going to get harder until it gets easier. You're going to probably fail more times than you want, but the success is that much sweeter. And the only way to truly be successful is to keep on going, to have the emotional fitness to keep going. Now, when you keep going, you identify number 5 in turning your resolution into reality, and that is the power of the 1% rule. This is something that I figured out when I first started working on my mind, when I first started rewiring the way I was thinking. I was trying so hard, and finally, after 6 months, everybody noticed. Everybody was like, wow, Corey, what were you doing? How'd you change everything? How'd you double your income? How'd you buy your dream beach house? How'd you fall in love with the girl of your dreams? How'd you get the body you wanted? And I just was so amazed because I thought it was so simple, but it was every single day I was putting the work in. And then I realized that there was this compounding rule that I'd always used in calculating financial projections for just retirement and things that I thought I would need. And I was like, wow, what if all I did was work on myself every single day? Work on my one goal. For me, it was mastering my emotional fitness. It was mastering my mind so that if I felt like if I could be emotionally fit, I could be resourceful enough to handle anything. I could stay focused. I could overcome my fears, overcome my anxiety, let go of anger and depression. And I changed everything. And all of a sudden when that happened, it was like I was unleashed. And that's one of the inspirations for Unleashed Success is that story. I felt like I could finally do whatever I wanted. And so I started putting the work in and I worked relentlessly. And over the last several years, I have created the life that I dreamt about years ago. And I feel so lucky. And it started with this rule, the power of the 1% rule. What it is I basically said, I'm going to work on this one thing every single day. And my only goal is to be 1% better each and every day. And if you know compounding, getting 1% better each and every single day compounds even further on yourself. So if you spend the next 365 days of your life, the entire year of 2019, working to get better on that one goal, you will not be 365% better. But in fact, because of compounding, because of the power of the 1% rule, you will be 3,778% better. And that's how I really changed everything in 6 months. As I was so focused on mastering my emotional fitness every single day and getting 1% better. And I looked, if I failed one day, if I did not get better, if I didn't do as well, but I reviewed it every single night, I would look, what did I do today to get better? And if I realized that I didn't get better, that was a learning experience that allowed me to get even better the next day. And so in fact, it really did compound on itself. I mean, learning what not to do is just as powerful as learning what to do. So with the power of the 1% rule, you can set a goal today. I'm not saying you have to accomplish it tomorrow, but just get 1% better. And if you're able to keep going, if you're committed, if you're all in, if you're consistent, the 1% rule will give you the reward. In 3 months, you can change everything. In 6 months, everyone will notice you change everything. And in a year, the world will notice how much you have accomplished in 2019. If you want to make this year the best year ever, identify that one goal. Set your why. Know exactly why you're going to keep going because that why is going to help you push past the pain. It's going to help you be more emotionally fit. And then every single day, write down what did you do to accomplish and get better by 1%. Write it down every single day. If you didn't do something, learn from it. If you did something and failed, learn from it so that you can get better the next day. And even if you don't get to that 3,778%, but get 1,000% better, wouldn't that make 2019 a fucking awesome year? Wouldn't that make 2019 your best year ever? See, resolutions are something that people say they're going to do every single year and never actually do. But we're changing that. We're not just doing resolutions, we're setting goals. We're setting ourselves up for success in 2019. We are going into 2019 with intention. We've got shit we want to accomplish. We got a life to create. We have a destiny to achieve. So the 5 things to turn your resolutions, your goals into reality. 1, go all in. 2, prioritize your goals over the distractions in life. 3, you got to put the work in. We all know that, but it's a lot easier said than done. And number 4, when the going gets tough, you get going. Push past the pain. Number 5, the power of the 1% rule. The power of staying committed day in and day out will literally change your entire life in the next year for the rest of your life, for the next 70, 80 years, or 40 or 50 years, whatever it is, change your life so the rest of your life is your best life. Guys, if you want, email me, Corey, C-O-R-E-Y, at unleashsuccess.com. Let me know. What's your one goal for the year? Let me know how's it going. Let me know what you thought about this podcast. I'd love for you to leave a review on iTunes or go subscribe to the new YouTube channel. Check it out, youtube.com/Corey Corpodian. And if you enjoyed the show, as always, I love to hear from you. Please reach out. Make 2019 your best year ever. If you enjoyed the show and learned something of value, the one ask that I have is please go subscribe, whether you're on iTunes, Spotify, or YouTube. And if you leave us a 5-star rating or review, that absolutely helps us get our message out there. Each week, I'm going to continue to interview amazing people, and we're going to break down their tools and strategies to help get you real results. Feel free to visit the website, unleashsuccess.com, and subscribe to our newsletter so you get updates each week. And remember, knowing is not enough. Knowledge alone is not power. Action is. Because action is the only way you're going to get the results you want in life and truly live the life of your dreams. So take some action, subscribe to the podcast today, and get ready to unleash success in you.